This is the temple of Confucius in Qufu in Shandong province. Many kings and emperors in feudal China made special trips here to pay homage to Confucius, but the emperors of the Qing dynasty made the ceremony of sacrifice to Confucius even more special. When Emperor Kangxi arrived at the shrine of Confucius and paid respect to the great master of Chinese culture, it was with the highest level ritual. He knelt down 3 times and kowtowed 9 times. He then wrote an inscription concerning Confucius which read, "Model of virtue and learning." He went even further by paying respect to the tomb of Confucius in the most solemn manner. The sincere respect Emperor Kangxi was showing for Confucius was meant to convince the scholars of the Han ethnic majority that he had come to pay homage to Confucius not only as the new ruler of China, but also as a genuine disciple of Confucius. He was holding the grand ceremony to show that he had totally integrated himself with traditional Chinese culture. Confucian teachings had dominated mainstream ideology in China since the Han Dynasty 2,000 years ago. From its founding, the Qing Empire advocated the principle of respecting Confucius and reading the Confucian classics. The Qing emperors made a special effort to convince the scholars and common people of the Han ethnic majority that the new regime was of the same political lineage as the Han Dynasty, and that the Qing dynasty was a worshipper and inheritor of Confucian culture. It was sincerely doing its best to integrate itself with the profound and all-embracing culture of the Chinese nation. The principle of respecting Confucius and reading Confucian classics laid a foundation for unifying ideology in China, while the emphasis on education and promotion of civil administration stimulated the attainment of a common national culture. The Qing Imperial Court took a hands-on approach toward both the building of water conservancy projects and cultural undertakings. The court official in charge of the compilation of the complete collection of Tang poems was Cao Yin. Years later, his grandson Cao Xueqin was to write the immortal classic, A Dream of Red Mansions. The novel A Dream of Red Mansions was written in the middle of the 18th century. Acclaimed as the most successful novel of Chinese classical literature, it is a work of great spiritual significance, profound ideology, and aesthetic imagery. A Dream of Red Mansions is a cultural work that cannot be compared with any work from any previous era. It is now an everlasting part of the history and culture of the Chinese nation, an indispensable masterpiece in developing the cultural psychology of the Chinese people, and, without doubt, a major contribution by China to the literature of mankind. History has done nothing but increase the value and significance of this great work. Water conservancy projects were built to benefit agriculture and enrich the people. The government was well aware that good harvests and a well-off population were the foundation of the prosperity of the country. The 3 great dynasties, Qin, Han, and Tang, all became powerful thanks to the attention given by the imperial court to flood control and agricultural production. The rulers of these 3 dynasties worked out ways and means to curb the rivers whenever they rose, and dug irrigation canals in places where the supply of water was inadequate. The outstanding water conservancy project known as the Dujiang Weirs was built more than 2,000 years ago during the Qin dynasty, and the Grand Canal was built several hundred years later during the Sui and Tang dynasties. Both massive projects testify to the great spirit of innovation of the Chinese nation and to the fact that a powerful regime could concentrate its enormous power to achieve major results. The people who carried out these projects were inheritors of the cause of Yu the Great, the man of legend who curbed the great floods. The emerging Qing Empire carried on the heroic tradition of curbing the floods and was determined to make rapid progress. Toward the end of the 17th century, a mathematics studio was established in Changchun Garden in the old Summer Palace. It was the National Research Center for Mathematics in the China of its time. The Qing Imperial Court went to great efforts to promote the study of mathematics, and a number of fine mathematicians emerged as a result. Some of them compiled major works such as The Essence of Mathematical Principles. In its quest to promote the use of mathematics, the Mathematics Studio bought books on advanced mathematics from abroad and even engaged Western teachers. At the beginning of the 18th century, the Qing Imperial Court dispatched land survey teams equipped with the most advanced instruments of the time all over the nation, even to its deserts. By the time they completed their work, the surveyors had an accurate map of Chinese territory. Every Chinese knows that the Yellow River is long, but any river, no matter how long, has its source. Locating the source of the Yellow River was of great social significance to ensure that there would no longer be mystery surrounding the river, and so that the belief of the people that the river could be brought under control would be greatly strengthened. During this era filled with enterprising spirit, Chinese people harbored a strong passion for finding the source of the mother river of the nation.